how many of you already are putting a thought pattern in your mind of some skills you want to have more on when you go home? Yes and amen. There's a reason for that.
But it makes you think.
It does make you think, because if you've been called to medical and you've had zero training, what does it feel like when you come upon somebody that you don't even know what to do? So again, we're provoking you guys. We're provoking you. How many of you saw the dead child? Did that mess any of you up? Yeah. I know your heart. I know your heart, though.
You know what confused me? Is when I came in, I didn't see any other responders in here. I saw the local guy, because that's one of the things I was watching for. Were there any other responders? And I didn't see any. And therefore, I didn't think there were any that had been here before, and I made an assumption that no one had been in here at all, and I didn't start looking for the door signs, and that's the one that nailed me. And I was trying to figure out in my head, how could there be door signs up here and no responders? I guess there could be if they died like I did.
There was one person.
Yeah.
A team was also evacuated. You have to assume that they left to another spot because there was a bigger MCI that they were. And some of these were marked. This one right here, guys, did you hear the guy pounding?
Yeah.
There's someone in there. That was the guy that was working on the last house when everybody left, and he's trapped in there. So again, that's why I gave you some cues when I taught you, so that you guys would just be aware to look. Again, it's about using all of your senses without licking everything to be able to see what's going on.
Walking into a sim like this, if this is real time, you'd be moving really slow. Your senses, like this is it. You're not just, the last time we told them it's like The Walking Dead, and this is what they look like. I have a hard hat on, and I'm okay being here. Bang, dead. That fast. Because you're taking in, you're not, your senses, you need to bring this in, and you're just scanning. I'm stopping, and I'm taking in everything, going like, how am I thinking? What's checking my heart? You know, have I seen a dead body before? Because I'm now, that emotion of that young child is now compromised. Oh, now my thinking is starting to go wacky, and I got my own son and daughter in my head, and now I'm like looking around just going like, I'm overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed.
You had a question.
I'm now a casualty.
I want to know what would have happened if we would have gone up the steps into that house there.
This one here?
Yeah.
If you would have gone all the way inside, beyond the door, you would have been dead. The marking was on,
And that's because there was so much concrete on the steps itself, and there was a sign on there that was a mark on there. It was a.
Are you talking
the one with the concrete?
No, this one.
Okay, this one. You could have gone up to the top of the steps, but if you looked inside, you guys didn't get a chance to see it. There is a void.
We built a wall in there that's collapsed. Right.
And so in a situation like that, you wouldn't enter. But there was somebody inside. What could have you done?
Talked them out.
If they could come. If they couldn't have come, what could you have done?
Stay there when you talk to them.
That's right.
Lead them to the Lord.
Right. How many of you prayed for dead team members?
Yeah, I kept calling from the grave. I kept calling from the grave.
You guys should have came and respawned me.
I prayed for the dead kid with the mother and asked Jesus to raise him from the dead from there.
Awesome. There is enough to not get lured to the inside. There is enough spinning out here. Okay, you can't get everyone. In a disaster scene like this, you got to check yourself going like, people are going to die. Maybe in my arms, and just because I don't get to them for 5 minutes, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. This isn't fair.
The other thing is the guy on the roof, had anybody even gone to the roof to get him, they would have been killed because of
You can't even get to the trucks.
He's just trying to lure people in and make them mad.
The only way we would have been able to get him if he would have had
Good job. You succeeded.
Yeah.
Ken, you didn't have a vest on, right? So
He had his fireman vest.
right, but he didn't have that. So
No.
we could talk with him
Yes.
and
You
get
could,
information
yes.
from him.
Yes.
Not that he was help. He was saying, come in, do this.
However,
First question you should have asked me, even if to ask me questions again, I told you I'm a local, you can ask me questions. If you would have said, like, what are your credentials again?
who are you?
Because I have the coat, what are your credentials? And I could have pulled them out of my cloak and I'm like, you know, incident command, I'm this, I'm that, you know, then you're like, okay, he's not going to lead me into danger. I'd still be questioning, because who do you answer to? Your leader. There's been no relinquish of command. Even if I'm FEMA and I come up and grab you, come with me. You're going to see FEMA across my chest, and you're going to go, F-E-M-A. Okay, he's good to go. I'm going with him. Not good. You don't know me. You're going to go, whoa, 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 whoa. No. You're going to look right to him and go, are we good? Absolutely not.
Because
you stay right there.
What would normally happen if, as a prime responder, if FEMA was already in place, they would probably be incident command, right?
Yeah.
So CRY would be, they would be underneath it.
Underneath.
So all of it, your unit leaders would be relaying information to you guys through FEMA, right? That's the way the protocol is. I have to give, man, I feel like I'm going to cry and I'm going to be strong enough to, because I saw it and I might still cry. I saw some amazing stuff happen. I got to tell you, your leaders of this group are amazing. You know what I saw? First of all, Joseph was over there directing traffic, and I know you, and I know that you would have wanted to charge him to do more, but you held your post. You held your post. And I am so proud of you. You sent your other leader in, and you know what I saw, you guys? Some of you didn't see this. Sandra had nothing that she could do except pray and comfort, and she gave somebody an orange because she was thirsty. And she went to her and she says, I can't do anything right now. I can't help you, but I can pray with you and I can stay with you. And that was such a moment because that actress said, I'm so glad you're here. I so need you. So I want that reality. You didn't get to see that precious moment, but I did. I want you to see that reality. And even if you have nothing to give, you still bring hope. What did we talk about before? You are hope bearers. You're light of the world. So even if we can't do anything, you can still encourage somebody. What if you're the last person that they're with, the last face they see? Come, please. I love you, Sandra. You're amazing.
You guys did great.
You're amazing. Your whole team did. Even the ones that died. I'm sorry you died. I'm sorry you died.
You guys gotta know that for me watching this, I know if this is real, in about 3 or 4 days, I would have got a phone call to say your son's dead. Because after this would have happened, if I would have said, son, you trained to go, Dad, I want to go. This is in my heart. Are you equipped, son? Do you have the fullness of the covering that you're okay to go and not be protected? Because I will not be there every time. I want to go, Dad. I want to charge. I want to run my race. If you're equipped, this is your call, then you go. But that struck my heart, going like in 3 or 4 days when this all blew over, I get a phone call, like, yeah, we pulled the volume, Blue Hamlet.